I think the problem for Rwanda is that they've gotten the chronology wrong. Right. So FDLR did exist prior to Rwanda's use of force in Eastern DRC, but there's absolutely no evidence that the main motivating factor for Rwanda's invasion was FDLR. We don't have evidence of FDLR planning any attacks against Rwanda. Evidence points to the fact that most of their activities were focused in Congo itself, including economic activities. But since the invasion, right, the Congolese government, which has been on the back foot, has partnered with all sorts of armed groups, including FDLR. So in some ways, it's as if Rwanda has created the justification for its own invasion by invading, right? You attack a country. When the country you attack starts working with an armed group that you don't like, you say, well, we have no choice but to attack this country because they're working with this armed group we don't like, right? So Rwanda fundamentally gets the chronology wrong, right? You in some ways have created the pretext for your attack. Another thing the Rwandan government might argue, right, is that it is defending certain populations in Eastern DRC, particularly Tutsi communities in North Kivu and South Kivu. Again, the problem is that they get the chronology wrong, right? Because the more Rwanda attacks, the more, they sort of fan the flames of anti-Rwanda, anti-Tutsi hatred in Eastern DRC. Right. So you're saying that you are, attacking in order to protect this community, but you're actually endangering this community. And I think one thing we have to ask is when Rwanda's invasion and occupation ultimately ends, and I believe it will ultimately end, what will the situation be for those, who are suspected of working with the rebellion? It's something I really worry about.